and I didn't even have my microphone on. That sucks. Hi. I did not have my microphone on for the first 10 minutes of this video. I don't know if it'll let me take it out. Thank you. Hi. It is Monday afternoon. Monday fun day. Cannot believe it did that. Oh, all right. I'm gonna have Grays playing in the background. You guys let me know if you can hear it, because YouTube will kick me off if you can hear it. So I'm hoping you can hear just me. I've got the microphone on that's supposed to cut out the background noise. I don't know if I can do this on camera. I think I'm gonna have to just switch to one of my crochet projects, because this is gonna take me forever if I do it this way. Stringing it, I can go quicker on looking at my phone this way, but cutting it may take me longer. I think I'm going to switch to just an actual crochet project, so we'll put that on hold, and we'll get one of our actual crochet projects to do. There we go. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday afternoon. If you haven't had a chance to go look, I just posted the crochet giveaway for the month of August. All right, let's work on this sweater. All right, so where's my, there we are. All right, I'm gonna put the ball of yarn over there, and this is the yarn that I'm working on. It's Hobie. I've never used this phone before to film live, so hopefully it'll see what kind it'll pick up. It's not going to focus very well though. Either that or it's my eyes. Let me go back to my, there we go. All right, it's telling me to use a 4 or 4.5 millimeter hook, which is a G or an H. It is 100% acrylic. Where's that? There we go. 240 meters, 262 yards, 100 grams. It is a 3-weight Hobie. And it doesn't have a color on it. I've talked about this before. It's actually, the color is a number, so I'm working with number 17. And it's different shades of grays and blues and greens, which is really pretty. So yeah, this is what I'm working with. The carnival yarn. And my plan was not to work on this. I was going to cut up my strips, but I can't cut my strips very well through my camera lens. So I'm going to work on this. I have to feel around to find my needle. Where are you? I think I actually put it away. I think this is a 4. Let's see if this is the right size needle. I can get it to, come here you. Let's see if I can get it to focus. I'm going to focus on me. Yep. It is a G hook. All right, so I can work with this one. I wasn't going to work with this needle. Oh, I don't know if I can do this, guys, with it being this dark. Well, ask me anything. Ask me any questions. Tell me hi. Let me know you're in the room. I'm gonna have to blind stitch this one now and do it by feel. Wasn't planning on going live today, but that's the way it usually is. I hope my cats are having a heyday in there. I think I'm gonna have to go get another hook, because I'm pretty sure I'd been working with a 4.5. So shoot. guys. I can't work with this color. I can't work with this color through this lens. All right. So that's a no-go for this live session. I can't work on that. I might be able to work on this. This I can see better. There we go. Yeah, I can see this one better. So I'm going to have to. I wish I could play music in the background. Maybe if I turn this light off, this light's kind of blinding me. Oh, see if that's better. Okay. Doing this at a different angle. I usually do the stringing of my bags this time of day. I mean, in the evening, usually when I'm in the living room, and then I work on my regular projects when I'm sitting on the couch. And right now I'm sitting on the couch in a very odd position with this piece. All right. And YouTube has me kind of magnified with what I'm working on. So what I'm actually working on is a rectangle to make another top. Monday. My daughter leaves on Friday. Oh, can you see what's going on over there? He's got to police the cats. We got Boo Boo Kitty playing around in the box lid that I'm working in the box, but it's just in the box lid. And then I got Midnight over there. And Ramsey thought that she's in there playing with something, or she's just playing with a phantom. I think she's just playing with the box. And Ramsey's got to get in the middle of it, thinking that she's doing something that she shouldn't be doing. He's so funny. Hello. Glad to see you guys. I wasn't planning on going live, but that's usually the way it works. Let's see if I can. There we go. So instead of doing the moss stitch with the single crochet, I'm doing it with the half double. So it's coming out like a net type stitch. I'm used to doing this vertically, but it has me as horizontal now. Normally I can't get this stupid thing to go horizontal. And then the one time I want it to go vertical, it decides it can go horizontal. So confused. Now I know why Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, uses a different app when she goes live. But I've always just used the YouTube app to go live. Hello. Hello. If you would, please leave a comment, guys. Let me know you're in here. Just say hi. You don't have to chat if you don't want to chat. If you just want to listen to me ramble and rumble, just say hi. Let me know if you guys want me to go and tour my yarn walls in my bedroom. I have 2 yarn walls in my bedroom. I have a yarn wall in my walk-in closet, and then I have my craft room that's loaded. I did drop the new giveaway for August. Go check that out. It is now live. It is now live. It's now up. I have posted it. So it is accessible. I've already had somebody leave one comment, but the problem with them leaving the one comment is they're not going to be in the drawing because they didn't leave the comment words that I said needed to be said in order to get in the drawing, so they won't be in the drawing. Hopefully they'll leave another comment with the actual comment that you're supposed to leave to get in the drawing, because I give away a lot of stuff in the giveaways. I'm still waiting for July's giveaway winner to come forward. If There goes my phone. If they do not come forward, then I thought I turned it down. If they do not come forward, then I will be doing another drawing on the 16th. I apologize. I hope it's not. Can you guys hear? Let me know if you can hear my phone ringing in the background. I've got it. I've got my phone charging on my desk. Hope it wasn't my daughter. Yeah, she leaves for college on Friday, early Friday morning. Her father has a pickup truck, so they're going to load up her car with all of her stuff, and then they're going to load up the pickup truck with the rest of her stuff, and he's going to drive up with her. I was going to ride with her, but she said she needed to try to do it on her own. So, and I'm not going to ride in the truck with him for 2.5 hours there and then 2.5 hours back. So I told her that Saturday she can contact me. I'll be on standby. So if she left anything behind, I'll just drive it up. I'll just drive it up Saturday if she's forgotten anything. So I'll be her backup if she needs something. I know she's nervous. I haven't talked to her too much about it because I know I'm a bundle of nerves. She's a bundle of nerves. So hopefully she'll get settled in. I think probably after the first month, it might be a little bit easier for her. Their classes don't start till the 22nd. So she'll have time to adjust to the campus and she'll have time to adjust to her getting everything set up in her dorm room and spending time with her roommate. She's actually been talking to her dorm mate already. They've exchanged email addresses previously, and so they're kind of talking back and forth. I hope she's compatible with her. I was in boarding school when I was a sophomore in high school, and I got along okay with my first roommate. We had suites that we had two rooms that were joined by a bathroom, so we had suites, and I got along okay with my roommate. And then over time, we kind of butted heads. So she went to a different roommate, and then I went to had a different roommate. Oh, I bet that might have been her because somebody just left me a message. Let me go look. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna just set that down for now. We're gonna go check my phone. I don't know what Boo-Boo's kitties. What are the kitties doing? Oh, set this aside. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, let's go check and see if that was the child and she was trying to reach me. I have to put up barriers in different parts of the house because the dog likes to. This is the July box giveaway. The dog likes to. Let's see. Do his business. Mary Maxim. I get constant messages from Mary Maxim. Who called me? All right, it was okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna charge my phone. All right, so I think I'm gonna string some bags. I did not think this through as far as like the coloring goes. This is the piece that I was telling you guys that I made for the arm of my couch. I've got it tucked down here, and then I've got two pockets here, and then this pocket is where I keep some specs. And let's see, I have my lip gloss, some extra scissors, my row counter or stitch counter, and then over here is usually where I keep my phone and my little pieces. What do you call it? The stuff to clean my lenses with, and then these little things that I have to use for my phone to touch the letters and numbers. So I've got that piece there, which is coming really handy. This is my table that I used to keep all my cross stitch in. I use it for like an end table for my couch. But when I did cross stitch, I did a lot of collecting. So this drawer is full, absolutely packed full of floss. And I used to keep it organized whenever I did work with it. I'm going to reorganize it again, but that's full of floss. And then this second drawer is full of floss, and I've got 4 of these containers full of floss. And then down here, oh, let me see if I can get it open. Let's set this aside. Come here, you. In this bottom drawer, I've got all my hoops, some extra fabric, some felt. So that's part of my cross stitch collection. Oh, let me set these aside. The cat likes to. And then this is where I'm starting to cut up my black bags. And then I've got my yellow bags. I'm going to have to move midnight. Hello, baby. Hello, pretty baby. Yeah. He's my lover boy. If I had the microphone up to him, you could hear how loud he's purring. His eyes remind me of How to Train a Dragon, the black dragon. So cute. This is Copper. All right. Come here, you. You want to move. Thank you. Is it just my eyes, or are you guys blurry? Is it blurry to you guys? I'm going to be able to work on these, I think. I'm going to be able to, yeah, I'm going to be able to string these. I'll let them play in those. I can string these ones. I can kind of see, and that way I can chat with you guys. But I don't know why. Been on for almost 20 minutes and not a single message from anybody. So I don't know if my messages are working. I always ask that people would please say hi so that I can see if anybody's left a message, if my messages are working. Will you please let me know? I would greatly appreciate it. What is that there? Retouch. No, I don't want to retouch. Is it retouch? Retouch on. I guess that adjusts it. I'm still having issues with this. I guess that's fine. Okay. Yay, I got a message. Oh, it disappeared. My message disappeared, but I saw it. Hang on. Maybe I'll see if it'll stay up there. Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you letting me know. All right. So when I string my bags, this is what I use. It helps me so I don't lick my fingers. I have a bad habit. So I use this so I won't lick my fingers because they're nasty. When I get done and I start stringing a whole bunch of them up, my fingers are black. Now, after I do finish, when I crochet a piece, I will go ahead and I will wash the piece since it's waterproof anyway. I'll wash it. Oh, I'm sure you guys couldn't hear that. Ramsey just went after one of the cats. Boo Boo Kitty's looking to see what's going on. What you got, Ramsey? Hello, Ramsey? He went after midnight. They got to fighting, running around. Ugh. Well, I hope you guys are doing good. It is, what time is it? It is 5:15 Eastern Standard Time, my side. I think I like the other orientation better. I like the way the camera is better the other way because the messages stay, when I have the camera turned this way, the messages stay down below so I can actually see them and scroll through them. Otherwise, when I have the camera on my phone this way, the messages disappear. And because of my eyesight, it takes me longer to read them. So I have to pull them back up. That kind of sucks. It disappears. Like it just now, I pulled them back up and they just now disappeared. Ugh. So you were Central Time. Okay. What state would that be? Now, part of my Tennessee is Central and Eastern, depending on where you live. Like Nashville, around Nashville, where my daughter's going to be, is near Nashville. She's going to be on Central, and I'm going to be on Eastern, which is an hour. She's an hour behind. It's going to take me a while to get used to that timeline. Oklahoma. Wow. Cool. My best friend is in Oklahoma, one of my dearest friends that I've known for, oh gosh, 35 years. She's kind of, I want to say she's homesteading, but not off the grid homesteading because I think she does have electricity. Um, she makes her own, she makes handmade soaps and what else does she do? Handmade soaps and really tasty vegan meals, and she sells them. Her name is Chefed Up Vegan, is what she calls herself. And her husband, the reason why they started eating that way is more whole foods, plant-based. And the reason why they started eating that way, which is what I started doing, was because her husband had a couple of heart attacks and some scares, and so he was able to lose a lot of weight and get his heart in check for his health reasons, and he's able to live longer because they changed the way they ate, just cutting out processed foods pretty much and eating whole foods. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. Um, all you have to do is it's not as easy to cut out processed foods, but if you just stay around the outside aisles of the grocery store, it's a lot easier. I do include dry beans and rice and pastas. I think pasta is the only thing that's really more processed than anything else. But if you stick with whole foods, yeah, you can reverse heart disease. There have been time and time again studies done on it. You can reverse heart disease, you can reverse diabetes, you can reverse all kinds of things. Your body reheals itself. My A1C is now a 5.9. It is hard to do. It's if you do it, if you grow it yourself, is that what you're referring to? If you grow it yourself, it's easier, but I know in some like inner city areas, it's hard to get fresh produce and things like that. Let's see if I can pull the chat back up. I wish it would. Let's see if I don't know how to get it to stay. Maybe I'll get it to stay. You like your ham? I understand. I like the flavor of ham. So what I do is anything, hello. It's good to see you. My chats disappear, so from time to time I'm going to stop what I'm doing and I have to push the button in order to pull it back up. I don't know why it's not up there all the time. Maybe that'll help. I put that up. They did a study on that, and I don't want to break your heart or crush your feelings, and you may take this with a grain of salt. That's fine, but just so you know, they have done a study. You know how back in the day they used to have um, commercials, doctors would get on and they promoted cigarettes. You're in Oklahoma too? Hi. Wow, I got two Oklahoma people in my chat. Good to see you guys. But anyway, so they before they found out that cigarette smoking was the number one carcinogen, which promotes and increases cancer growth. They actually have done recent scientific studies that were not non-binary. What do you call it? The studies were done by individual scientists who were not paid by the industries, and found out that processed meats are actually a number one carcinogen because of all the chemicals that they use to process the meats. And that would be, I am, I was gonna work on the black, but I couldn't see it through the camera lens. But anyway, so yeah, so processed meats are now a number one carcinogen, just like cigarettes are. That was hard for me to quit cigarettes. It wasn't as hard for me to quit eating meat because my family was raised. I'm like fourth or fifth generation. I think I'm a fifth generation Adventist. So most Adventists are vegetarian, or they eat only, they go by the biblical clean and unclean meats. So I was used to not having pork anyway. I did like the taste of ham, so I would eat turkey ham and like turkey bacon. But it was easy for me to do the switch if I want to have that texture, or if I want to have that if I want to have the flavor or the texture. There are alternative ways that you can produce the same thing, and it tastes just as good, believe it or not. But you got to know what you're doing. Oh, I can't. There we go. Trying to keep up. Moderation is key. Yes. Oh, it disappeared on me again. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Neighbors. You shop MWC. What's MWC? I think I'm going to have to get out my other phone so I can read what the chats are. Ah, I will tell you this though. You're talking about moderation is key. With the thing with me, with the losing weight with me, how I was able to do that and get all my proteins great, my cholesterol's great, my and everything was out of whack. My triglycerides are great. Um, I eat as much as I want. I do. I load up. I load up on potatoes, I load up on rice, I load up on beans, I load up on all that, but it depends on how you prepare it. Um, and if you don't have like the extra fat with the cholesterol and all that in your diet, it's easier to do that. And it is calories in versus calories out, it's deficit. But because vegetables are lower in calories, I'm able to load up on them. Like I can fill up on vegetables. I'm not a big salad person. Okay, now what is this stupid dot right here? I have a dot. Oh, oh. Oh, that's right. You said that your son lives in not Collegedale, Ottawa, right? If I remember correctly. That is so cool. It's a pretty area. Right now I'm just opening up and stringing my bags. This is what I usually do on my midnight makes is that's the time that I kind of chit chat and string my bags, but I'm using a different phone and I'm not liking it. It's not making me happy. I you I'm seeing it, it's coming across to me as not very clear. I'm using a different phone, a different camera on a different phone. Mine used to. Um, I don't have to watch my starches anymore, but I used to. But because I altered the things that I eat, I'm able to eat as much as I want as far as like starchy foods, starchy vegetables, that is, starchy fruits and vegetables. I can eat as much as I want because I've changed my eating habits. Therefore, um, I'm able to keep my A1C at a 5.9 so far. Yeah, it's been great. I didn't think it was possible. There, if you look at Dr. Greger's great. Dr. Esselstyn. Dr. Campbell did the China study. He gives you a lot of really good information about that. Um, what is that? Not Dr. Greger. Shoot. I follow so many doctors that go by scientific studies, and they're I want to say non-binary, but it's not non-binary. Non-biased people who have done the studies that were not part of the industries that they did the studies. They did. There's a movie called Game Changers. It's produced by James Cameron and Joaquin Phoenix, I think, did one. Let's see, Game Changers. What the Health? That's another really good one to watch about reversing diabetes and heart disease. Um, Cowspiracy, but don't watch Cowspiracy if you have a weak stomach. It exposes the meat and dairy industry, and it's really really bad. It's really bad. It's not what it used to be back in the day. If we did our own homesteading, if our meats and our dairy were not processed the way that they are, the way that they're, and it's funny because I live in an area where I have cows on three sides of me. They're white cows. They are produced solely for their beef cattle, because I know they're not dairy cattle, because when the young are born, they let them stay with their mother. Because now, if they're dairy cattle, they don't let the young stay with the mother. The young are taken away from the mother as soon as they're born. But these are beef cattle, and that's why I don't claim to be a vegan. I just eat whole food, plant based. That's a whole different discussion all in itself. I haven't seen those, but have managed to keep your A1C. Oh, it disappeared on me. Hang on. Oh, shoot. There we go. I have to keep pushing my buttons at a 5.5. Very good. Awesome. My sister does that. She follows some kind of diabetic book that helps her out. She didn't give up. She didn't give up as much processed foods. But there's so much crap in the processed foods that are out there, because the United States allows like hundreds and hundreds of man-made chemicals in our processed foods that other countries have outlawed. Like our, say for instance, Fruit Loops, or rather not Fruit Loops. Yeah, our Fruit Loops are made totally different from the UK's Fruit Loops, because the UK will not allow them to use a lot of the chemicals that we do. And that's why that's why we're sick. That's why a lot of us are sick. But getting my eyesight, I wish I'd known about diabetes, and I wish I'd known about a better way of eating years ago, because maybe I would not have lost my eyesight. But I did lose my eyesight because of diabetes. And when they did the check on the July the 18th, I had to go see the SSDI's assigned doctor here in my area in Chattanooga. They She confirmed what my doctor had been saying all along, that um, I have no vision in my right eye, and I have scar tissue where I'm seeing blank spots in the middle of my left eye that cannot be repaired, and she could see where the laser scar tissue was. So I go on the 20th this month to get a new injection in my right eye, because every 2 months they give me injections in my right eye, the one I can't see out of. And I had vision in that eye. If you guys remember correctly, I did a little video short. I was so excited. It was the first time I could see out of that eye for the first time in 3 years, for about a month and a half. I could see out of that eye for about a month and a half, and then they decided, nope, nope, we're just picking on you. We're just going to go ahead and take it back away. So yeah, my eye filled back up with blood in my viscus, which is the viscous, the gel that's in the middle of your eyeball. So that's filled back up, which took my vision back away. So I'm just going to let him know when I go for my injection if they cannot do, if he's not going to do another surgery in that eye to restore that, to try to restore the vision, I'm not going to get the injections anymore. I don't see the point. I don't see the point in getting injections if my vision's not going to be restored anyway. What's the point? So, I mean, it's like $1,800 an injection, $1,800 a pop. I don't know if it's because they make the money but he did tell me that if what happens with your eyes is eventually over time, and the SSDI doctor told me this as well. She said eventually it gets to the point to where your eye just can't take it anymore and just completely shuts down and goes completely black. And there's nothing more that they can do about it. So, and it's really sore. It's really tender. Oh, are you guys talking? Because it's not showing up if you are. Let me go look. Oh, it's not. I'm not able to see your messages. There we go. There we go. Oh, come back. Come back. I don't. Hang on, guys. I'm going to try to see if I can keep this. I don't know how to keep the messages on here so I can still read what you're saying. Stop it. There we go. There it is. You had your first laser surgery last week. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Come back here. Okay. They can't fix it. Leave it be. Yes. Yeah. Oh,